afternoon, Wood Green. It's fantastic to be here, and I'm so pleased to be standing not just with fantastic colleagues across the piece, but also very pleased that Jeremy will be joining us later, which is a fantastic thing. Because the thing is, on the 8th of June, we can decide to do things differently. Forget about all the arguments. We can have that fairer society that we all seek, and we can have a deeply anti-racist message at the heart of that. And I am the proudest Member of Parliament of the 650 MPs to represent the wonderful place of Wood Green. In 1977, those of you who were here, put your hand up if you marched down in 1977 there, along there, because I had so many people write to me and say that they were there. And thank you, because I stand on your shoulders. The National Front thugs have not gone away, because we saw 2 weeks ago in Birmingham that the EDL was out again in force. The EDL was on the streets of Birmingham doing exactly what the National Front was doing here in 1977. And today we need to remember that banner which said, Haringey Councillors Against Racism. That's what we are, that's what we stand for. We stand for a country where fear is not at the forefront. Many in Parliament would like us to be afraid and to have fear as the dominant leitmotif of all our campaigning. And today we are saying we're not going to be cowed. Let's look across the channel at France. We wish everybody in France to be very, very careful as they cast their ballot. They must cast their ballot for anyone but the National Front. Let's send that message to them loud and clear now. No to the National Front. No, no, no. Sadly, there are two things I'd like also to remember. 2.5 years ago in Turnpike Lane, the then government sent along Turnpike Lane a go-home van. That was an absolutely despicable act by our government 2 years ago. Put your hand up if you'd like to see an end to the go-home vans. And put your hand up if you'd like to see an end to immigration officers in hospitals, schools and other public services. And teachers who have to collect information about people's immigration status. I do not agree with that, and I hope that all of you would support me as a Member of Parliament writing to the Education Secretary to ask that teachers not be forced in to taking that sort of information from families and from pupils. Finally, on the question of refugees, last November, Lord Dubs came to see us at Fortismere School. He is an inspirational campaigner on the question of refugees, being as a Kindertransport survivor himself. I voted twice in favour of his amendment in the House of Commons. The Lords voted twice in favour, and yet on the last day of Parliament before the February break, the Tory Immigration Minister stood up and put down an order in the House of Commons reversing the Dubs amendment. That is a disgrace. We stand for refugees, the vulnerable, not just those from Syria, and I'm so pleased that Haringey has taken Syrian refugees, as have many Labour councils. A big thank you to Haringey Council for that. But I would also like just to put on the record that it's not just Syrian refugees, it's also those in Europe. We must play our part in Europe. As an internationalist and as a pro-European MP, I want to see us playing our part for the refugee and migrant crisis in Calais, in Dunkirk and across Europe. That's who we are, that's for what we stand for. Thank you so much for coming out today and supporting a free and fair world that we live in. Thank you very much.
Catherine West, everybody!